Right, okay, we are live. Hey, welcome to this live. So Dayo the man, he's
Yeah.
hey, welcome to this live on perseverance to the flow, pursuing your dreams, and what it means, obviously, to us, and whether you can draw some inspiration from what we share today. Dayo and I literally interacted, connected. So he was watching me do a live, I think. And he really sort of bowed to me. He said, I really respect you for carrying on, regardless whether anybody's watching or not. And I said, that's all about perseverance and perseverance to what I wanted to share from my heart, perseverance to discovering myself and showing up really for myself. And I think the same applies to you because you said that really resonated with you. And and since then we've had a little quick sort of conversation the other day as well about doing this live together, and it was purely spontaneous, as we said. We just want to share from our hearts really, and hopefully you'll find your rhythm. So this is all what Dayo said about the rhythm of your way. So let's share a bit more. So just for people who don't know me, who see me watch me live for the first time. So first of all, Dayo is a motivational speaker. He's also a soulful musician, so you can look him up on YouTube. He's got tracks there on you. And he's very active on various different social media platforms. For myself, I predominantly stay in the comfort zone of LinkedIn and also my Facebook group, Path to Abundance. I'm streaming in both places at once today. I'm all about, if you've read any of my content, it's all about discovering the power within to transform your life. So as we understand, everything that how we perceive our life really makes a difference and impact on how we experience life. So it all comes through our thoughts and feelings and our vibrational output, how we then create results in our life. And so very much this is an inner transformation journey that creates an outer transformation. So Dayo really understands and respects that. So he's been following his own path of self-discovery and really, embracing the power of the word. He really, again, I salute him for that, for really pushing out content that really strikes the chords of the heart and really speaks true from his own heart too, so yeah, take it away, Dayo. So
Thank you so much. That was a beautiful intro. Yeah. Look, I'm a Dayo the man, motivational speaker, soulful musician. Like Esther said, we connected. I seen her live. She was just, being bold, courageous, and persevering, doing her thing. Kept on speaking, and I was touched. I was like, yes, I love stuff like this because I know how it's like being a creator and you're trying to get something running and you're trying to reach people. And sometimes it might feel like people aren't there to see what you're doing. But regardless of who's looking or not, you're still living in your truth and showing up. You're still going. And that was just so powerful. Because I know for me, I've been doing this for a while. If I were to be up talking and I see zero people or nobody watching, I'd be like, oh my goodness, I'm about to get up off this. But she stayed there and she finished. And I just felt like, wow, I want to support what she has going on. I would like to get to know this person better. I like to work with this type of person because it's like that spirit, just seeing her go, it really encouraged me. So thank you for that. And just feeding off what you said, like just us connecting and here at this moment, just because she chose to do something and stick with it. It's an amazing thing. I'm very grateful to be on this live with you today.
oh, thank you. And it's like it's obviously part of being bold and being honest, and I think that's what it is as well. So the more you practice, the more you actually find out more about yourself. So it's part of this perseverance to discovering who you are and your message and what you want to share. And actually, the more you step up to the plate, the more you actually feel empowered. It takes practice. It takes that get moving constantly out of your comfort zone to reach for that higher branch and to say, look, I'm in a growth mindset. I want to, share more. I want to get people to sort of start thinking more about the way they're thinking, really, and how they're approaching life. And are they coming from a fear mindset? Are they coming from an expansive mindset, that things are possible for them? Are they believing in themselves? And believing in yourself is really all about sort of the action taking as well. So following the nudges of what really you want to share and what you want to stand for, what you want to stand against even as well, and just saying your piece, regardless of who's watching or and it'll resonate with one. And that's the beauty. There's so many out there, and there's so many of us contributors, content creators, but we'll always resonate with the people that matter, that where we'll always find fertile ground. What I wanted to say is it'll always then land in the right place with the right person at the right time, and I always honestly believe that. And if you believe that, then you'll be more open to experimentation and to exploring this path of self-discovery and self-expression. And that's what it is, isn't it? We have to be bold about who we are and claim it.
Exactly. Just even what you said, that continuing experimenting is like, that's a part of perseverance. The more you preserve, the more you continue, you try new things. The flow, you form a flow. You start to follow something. You start to build something. You start to go in a direction because you're maintaining, you're showing up, you're constantly coming back to it. And in the process of you trying, you're exploring, okay, I did this last week, let me do something else. I tried this, let me try that. And it's a flow. It might be up, it might be down, but you're constantly moving and you're trying to find a way to continue for whatever you want to reach.
Yeah.
Like with me and my journey, I started off with music before I was, going into the lane of speaking and wanting to encourage people. And it was hard. It was very hard because, the world is changing. You're doing things whereby it seems more like people are on their own. Do it yourself, self checkout, self serve. And I had to maintain, I had to find ways to put out the sound, mix my music, find producers, and still push. And in the process of doing that, you're continuing, you're persevering through all the challenges, through all the hardships, you're not stopping. And that led and transformed into speaking. I have to encourage myself. Well, if you really want to put this music out, you got to keep on going. You have to make these videos. And I was trying new things, experiments, things that were scary, things that I wasn't used to. And in the process of me, doing it, you build a confidence. You start to become bold. You start to form trust. And that all comes along with you persevering. It comes with you constantly maintaining whatever you believe you can do and not stopping no matter how hard it is. And the more you go, the more you try, the more you push, it will unlock barriers, it will open doors. There'll be certain things that you will reach and places that you'll go that you'll be like, wow, how did I get here? You didn't stop. That's how you got there.
But I just put a little caveat there because obviously, when I talk about energy, I don't like the sound of push energy because that sounds resistant. But it's more a case of continuing and continue mastering who you are and, practicing your craft in a way that feels in alignment with you. So not really push as in the sense it feels totally alien to you or contrary. It's still got to feel in alignment. But again, on the other side of the coin, you still got to keep practicing and honing that skill, that craft, and it gets better and easier with each attempt. And that's what I think, that's why we really sort of resonated with each other, that we are in the same mold as well. We're sort of owning that. And we've got great plans to collaborate some more, haven't we? So, but it's always staying real to you. So the authenticity has to really stand out strong, doesn't it? And again, we can sort of hide and don't believe that what we have to say or what we have to share is relevant or important. We can sort of totally disown that or say we're not good enough. But what we want to tell you here is that, you are good enough. If there's something that's really burning within you to come out, to express itself, then that's really a calling to share with others, because you have something that a different take on things or a different way of expressing yourself that may may make a big difference to somebody else. You don't know. And the thing is, you just going to keep showing up because you don't know how it will land. You don't know how it will come across. And there may be somebody, and if it affects just one other person, you've already made a difference. Isn't that? Yeah. Isn't that right? We're not talking about, we don't have to go reach the masses. We just have to make that small ripple effect, you know, and it cascades from there.
I love that. And in my truth, honestly speaking, I appreciate your perspective on pushing and continuing. But for me, there has been times where I've had to push myself. There's been times where I had to surpass limits that I thought I couldn't reach because there was nobody there to believe in me. There was nobody there to tell me, continue going, try your best, don't stop. There was no, there was no one there. So there were times where I did want to give up. There were times where I did want to stop. There were times where it was very hard. But I have to rewire myself. I have to encourage myself. I have to say, come on, man, stay up at night. Stay up this extra hour. Just continue. Just keep going. Don't give in. Don't give in to the reality of the things that surround you. Don't give in to the harshness. Don't give in to the lies you're fed. Don't give in to the things you see. Because sometimes, like how you even captured me. Doing something and you don't see people there like that the way you might want, but you're still going. Like, oh my gosh, there's power behind that. And I feel like if we continue, like you said, you move, you strive, you continue to aim for more, that's how you do it. You have to follow your dreams. I spoke to somebody and I told him, his name is Thane. I said, yeah, man, I'm chasing, not Thane. I don't think it was Thane. It was Al Secunda. I spoke to him and I told him, I was like, man, I'm chasing my dreams. He was like, no, bro, you're not chasing your dreams. Say you're watering your dreams. Because it's like, if you're chasing your dreams, that means
they're always elusive. Yeah, you're never going to get there.
You're exactly. But you're watering it. It's yours. You're just cultivating it. You're watering it and you're starting to manifest it and make it be whatever it's going to be. And that all falls aligned with you persevering. It's your vision. If you have a vision, the only way you can make people see it is by showing us what you got, what you have to offer, what it's about. And I appreciate you, Esther, because you're doing it. And I appreciate what I bring to the table because I'm doing it. As long with other people that believe in something and continue going, I think that's how you continue to build and make it happen.
Yeah, that's true. And we talked about this, but you've got to find your rhythm. You've got to find your way of doing it, even if at times it feels tough. It feels like it is a bit of an incline and uphill. But I think the uphill is more the resistance created by our fears, the illusion of our fears. We sort of want to trust more in our fears than in our power of love and, sharing and contribution to others. But when you actually power through on love and really wanting to contribute and make a difference, then it ignites something from within, doesn't it? And it gives you that extra fuel to carry on, to persevere.
Yes, yeah. I love that. You carrying on, your why is very important. The reason why you do something, if you have a strong reason for doing it, it will help you in the process of you doing it. Even times about you feel like you don't want to do it, all right, I want to put this out there. So I have to continue. I want to put this out there. So if I know this means so much to me, I have to come back and show up. Showing up is a big part of it. You have to show up for yourself. You have to stand for yourself. You have to fight for yourself. Because it's really a battle when you're trying to, go against the fear, go against the doubts, go against all types of things that are out here that, make you feel like it's not possible.
We got a comment from somebody watching live. Thank you, Meg. That's really lovely. I appreciate you putting that comment there and watching this thus far. I keep losing connection with LinkedIn. I don't know why. StreamYard has given me all sorts of messages. This is the fourth time I've reconnected. But anyway, you're on Facebook anyway. Lovely that you're registered with StreamYard, so I can see who you are. So she loves this live. She says, Esther, I love this live. Please save to your page. I'd love to come back and watch again. So yeah, it'll be there in the group anyway. And Dayo wants to share it on his various different platforms. And and we got this great plan to maybe launch a podcast or something like that. I'm not quite sure yet how it's going to come together, but we want to do some lot of power snippets, isn't it? We want to really make it sort of short and concise and really to the point, and just give people some real, what we believe to be nuggets of wisdom, and things that they can take away and really process. And I'm starting to ask some questions of, who are you and who are you showing up as, and why is it important, and what is your big why, and I think that's important.
Yeah, I agree. It's very important. And just like you said, like the topic, the perseverance, like, preserving, that's the main thing. If you can continue through all the conditions, and that's the thing, a lot of people run away from the hardships and the challenges, but it's the hardships and the challenges that actually help mold you and get you stronger and help you, start to form that belief system within yourself. Like, wow, I thought this was scary, but I'm making it happen. I thought this wasn't possible, but I'm doing
Yeah.
it. So you just have to continue, because it's like once you stop, the dream stops.
Stops, exactly. And the thing is, people think, like purpose or meaning comes literally, drops into their lap, or they get sudden this revelation. I know exactly what I'm here for to do and why I'm here. But for me, it was like a real sort of slow burn. It was building, and the more I then sort of powered it with what I was trying to, how I was trying to express myself and what I was trying to share, it became more alive. It became more an entity of its own that carried me. It's like a vessel that carried me, or even through the stormy sort of choppy waves, and it started building this, building the strength and conviction in my purpose and what I'm here to do. And I think, people think it's like, oh, some people are blessed because they know exactly what their gifts are and what they're here to do. And we're here to say, just, work on yourself, and, trust in it, and just don't give up, and, stay real to you. But at the same time, know that if you feel this yearning or something, that there's more to your life, then that is already a calling. And there's a saying, isn't it, that God doesn't call it qualified. He only qualifies the called. So basically, when you start responding to that call, you will somehow find the motivation. You'll find the momentum to carry on, and
I love that. Yeah,
persevere.
you'll definitely find the motivation to carry
And
on.
the flow. And the flow. It starts getting easier the more you do.
And the flow. Your dream is your baby. If you're trying to bring something to life, you form a baby, you have a baby, you have to feed that baby. If you don't feed that baby, it's going to be some problems. So it's like, yeah, that's the same way it is. You have to continue feeding your dream. You have to continue making sure that you're bringing it to light. You're letting people know that, hey, this is what you have to, it's like you're ringing a bell. It's like you're standing on top of a mountain and you're shouting, ah. You have to let the people know this is what you're about. This is what you do. Shine your light. Don't ever let fear, the opinions of somebody else, the difficulties in your journey, because you're going to deal with all that. Allow
But,
you.
you say that, but it's coming from their place of fear and limitation. So
Yeah,
when you know that, when you see it, when you see somebody trying to judge and criticize you, no, it's only coming because they haven't got the guts, or they've still stuck in their fear and scarcity or lack, limitation mentality. And if anything, so often it's a little bit of envy, because and there's no way feeling better by knocking somebody else down, isn't there? But we know the power really comes when you support others, and when you stand strong in yourself, regardless of what anybody else says, because if they're maligning you or misjudging you or whatever, they've got some inner work to do. But that's fine. But not be harsh or judgmental about it. Just know, okay, they've got some inner work to do, and just let them be, and let them follow their own path. But in terms of my path, or our path as a collective path, now we're sort of converging a little bit here. But yeah, it's just to really find the resonance within us, and to find that truth and express it.
I love that. And just to hit off what you said, that flow. Sometimes people will try to put you down. Sometimes you're going to be scared. But as you persevere, you'll connect with the right people, like how we connected, like how we continued. If Esther would have given up 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, 2 months ago, a
With
year
my
ago,
life, yeah.
exactly, we probably wouldn't be here. If I would have given up yesterday, a month ago, a year ago, I probably won't be here. But that's the part of perseverance. And then when you continue, you start to build community. I'm proud to say that Esther's a part of my community, because she's who she is and I'm who I am. And that's how you do it. Sometimes you feel like I'm by myself, I'm alone. It's so hard, but as you continue, you will build, you will grow, and
You
you'll start
build
to
your
push.
network of like soul, like-minded, like-hearted individuals. Yeah,
That's how you do it.
definitely. You attract your, yeah, what do you call it? Your, well, again, people are on a similar wavelength, same heart wave,
Like
or whatever you want to call it.
your people, your
Your
community.
tribe, your people. Yeah,
Yeah, that's how you
yeah,
do it. If you stop,
exactly.
how would you find out who's for you? If you continue and you push, even because it starts with you. Building community
Yeah,
starts with you. A lot of us say, "Oh, we want all these people around us. We want this. We want that. We want a family." It starts with you. You be your own family first. Love you first, and then you start to
oh, yeah.
connect with like-minded individuals who are either trying to discover something close to that or something beyond. And then you guys make it whatever it's going to be. It's never going to be easy. A lot of people believe like, "Oh man, this is an overnight I've been doing this over 10 years." It's never going to be easy. You have to believe in yourself. You have to push. You have to tell yourself, I can make it happen. When nobody else is there, you have to encourage yourself. When people are talking down on what you're doing, you can't feed into it. Your dreams must be
No,
bigger than what the next person thinks about you. It's your dreams. Anybody else's opinion on your dreams is irrelevant because it's yours.
yeah. And I think that's a worthy comment to finish on, because I really think, it's your dream. It's there for a reason, and just feed it, water it, and let it germinate and take root and really really grow and mature into a beautiful flower,
Yes. Like we're
or
doing
whatever creation you want to make.
like we're doing now. We're cultivating a beautiful flower where and it's going to spread. And I feel like from it starts with
We'll have a whole meadow. We'll have a meadow, and
yeah.
then we'll have a whole, continent maybe
That's how you do
eventually.
it. I mean, look at a garden. We see the soil, then you plant the seeds, then you have to make it goes through all these conditions. You get a flower. The next thing you know, you have a garden. You have trees. You have plants. You have roses, and it blossoms. And that's how we do it. Just continue.
Yeah, that lovely ripple effect. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, Dayo, for being my beautiful, beautiful, warm gestured, kind-hearted, loving soul that you are, and for sharing this live with me on perseverance to the flow. So, and pursuing your dreams. And anybody who wants to drop a further comment, so just let us know, give us your feedback, what you'd like to hear about next, and we'd love to combine forces again and share something else. Is there anything else that you'd like to hear us speak about? Any ideas, we're open to receiving them. And just give us a like, love heart, whatever you want. And and that just helps to encourage us, but it shouldn't be the be and end all, because we're here to express ourselves and speak our truth, aren't we, Dayo?
Thank you. That was beautifully said. I appreciate you for having me on here. And I look forward to doing so much more with you. I feel like we have so much potential and there's so many beautiful things that could come from our paths and our, us being united. And let's just continue to connect and unite people as we grow ourselves.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's all about you guys who are listening in and what it means to you, and just finding out what is your desire, what is your dream, and helping you just take one step at a time in that direction, really. And
Yes.
claim it. All right. Thanks very much, everyone. Bye then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.